Jazzcast Pros.
Have you ever noticed how certain smells can instantly change your mood? The way fresh rain seems to calm you, or how the scent of clean sheets makes you just want to curl up and nap. Your sleep is shaped by your senses, and smell is the most powerful messenger of them all. The olfactory system connects directly to the emotional center of your brain. That means that what you breathe in can literally tell your body that it's time to let go. Now, if you're joining us today, this episode is part of a Sleep by the Senses series. So tonight, we're letting scent take the lead, beginning with one breath and ending in deep, effortless sleep. Welcome to the Doze Podcast. I'm your host, Soda Kuczkowski. I'm a sleep health educator and a certified sleep coach, founder of Start With Sleep and the Doze. And with close to 20 years in the study of sleep and body rhythms, I have seen how scent can quietly shape the way that we unwind. Our brains are wired to react to aromas faster than words, logic, or even touch. When scent reaches your nose, it sends a direct signal to the part of your brain where memory, safety, and relaxation are processed. That's why a single scent can bring back a memory, change your mood, or even help you sleep. It's not about perfume or preference, it's about chemistry and connection. When it comes to the science of smell and sleep, smell bypasses conscious thought. Unlike other senses, it has a shortcut. There is a direct line from your nose to your amygdala and your hippocampus. These are the areas that govern emotional response and memory formation. That's why scent can trigger instant calm or unease. When you use aroma with intention, you're using the brain's oldest language, scent as signal. Research shows that certain essential oils and natural plant compounds can lower heart rate, can reduce cortisol, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the same system that governs rest and digestion. That being said, that means that scent can support the way that you sleep. Now, I know the first thing that probably comes to mind is lavender, right? It's the classic choice, but it's far from the only one. Each scent has its own note, its own way of cueing relaxation. Now, while lavender is the most researched of all the sleep supportive scents, as it steadies the nervous system, it helps you ease anxiety, it slows your heart rate, it even helps regulate your body temperature, all cues that your body needs to enter deep stages of rest, there are a few others that can help play a key role in helping to set the stage for sleep. The first being bergamot. Unlike most citrus oils that energize, bergamot has a unique calming effect. It lowers blood pressure and quiets racing thoughts, helping the mind shift from alertness to ease. The next is ylang-ylang, which is one of my favorites. It's characterized by being deeply floral and a natural sedative. It slows breathing, it reduces blood pressure, and it signals safety to the nervous system, creating ideal conditions for falling asleep. Geranium, which acts as a mood stabilizer and hormonal balancer, particularly supportive for those whose sleep is disrupted by stress or hormonal changes. It restores emotional equilibrium before bed. Clary sage, which calms mental chatter and reduces cortisol levels, making it especially useful for stress-related insomnia or difficulty winding down after an overstimulating day. Cedarwood, which I talk about often, is grounding and earthy. It helps the body produce melatonin and fosters a sense of stability and safety that promotes longer, more restorative sleep. And finally, Roman chamomile, which is gentle yet powerful. It relaxes the nervous system, eases irritability, and it soothes restlessness. It's the perfect prelude to deep, uninterrupted rest. Now, I want you to think of these not as fragrances, but as functions. Each one tells your nervous system something specific. So when you're looking at building your sleep scent ritual, your goal is not just to fill your room with smell. It's about creating subtle, consistent cues that your brain recognizes as bedtime. Scent becomes a conditioned signal, a whisper that says, it's time to sleep. Now, there's a few ways that you can incorporate scent into your bedroom and into your bedtime routine. First, by using it in a diffuser, because scent begins in the air. You can start by using a few drops of essential oils that can transform your space from alert to relaxed. Now, you can start with lavender to quiet the nervous system, bergamot to ease mental tension, or cedarwood to ground. As the gentle mist carries aroma through the room, your brain links scent with safety. And each night, the same aroma becomes your body's cue to unwind. And I have to take a minute to mention here that we do carry an all-in-one unit that is a diffuser, a humidifier, a sound machine, and an amber nightlight, as well as carrying the Vitruvi essential oil line, and I'll drop links for those in the show notes. The second is to use a linen or a pillow mist. A light mist over your sheets before bed can cue to the body that the day is done. And I want you to remember, it's not about how strong the scent is. It's about the pattern your brain begins to recognize. When the same aroma greets you each night, it becomes a quiet signal for calm. And at the Doze, we carry the Happy Spritz Aromatherapy Mist Blend. So we have Sweet Dreams Darling, which is the lavender and ylang-ylang. We have a Good Morning Beautiful for an early citrus start, or the Breathe Deeply for a clean eucalyptus reset. Next is using a topical balm, like our Breathe Balm. You apply it on your chest or wrists as part of your nightly breathing ritual. It's a natural essential oil blend, which opens up the airway, it reduces inflammation, and it pairs beautifully with slow nasal breathing to anchor calm. Next is using a bath or shower ritual. At the Doze, we have our rest bar, which is great before bed to engage scent, temperature, and touch together. And for morning activation, you might want to reach for our rise bar to cue alertness and strengthen the body's day-night rhythm. And last, using something like a towelette. Again, we have the Happy Spritz, which are towelettes that you can keep by your bed. You can put it in your carry-on or beside you at your workspace. One swipe across your palms and a slow inhale can reset your nervous system instantly. And it's a portable cue for calm wherever you go. But the point in saying all of this is to say that it's about keeping it simple. You want 1 or 2 scents, not 5. Your brain learns by consistency, not confusion. I do want to take a moment to highlight what to avoid when it comes to essential oil products, because not all of them are created equal. Not all scents soothe. So artificial fragrances can irritate your airways and trigger the opposite effect. They can end up leaving you feeling alert, sneezing, or with headaches. The same applies to candles with synthetic fragrance oils or paraffin bases that emit soot. When selecting sleep scents, I want you to look for pure essential oils or blends. You want to make sure they have non-toxic carriers like coconut or jojoba oil. You want to make sure that they are not alcohol-based sprays. And last, you want to make sure that you are using it with gentle diffusion, not constantly misting it overnight. Remember, strong is not better, soft is sustainable. And to put this all into an action plan that's easy to follow, I have put together a 7-night sleep scent list to build your sleep sanctuary. Now, let me be clear with this. This is not about buying more products or chasing trends. It is about layering calm one small cue each night until your brain recognizes a single message. It's time to sleep, so no need to overdo it. So on night 1, you want to set the scene. And the focus is going to be on clearing the air. So before you're adding anything new, I want you to open a window or use a purifier for, at least 10 minutes, and then take one intentional breath in. And I want you to ask, what does my room naturally smell like? The goal tonight is about awareness. I want you to notice what feels grounding, what feels stale. No oils, just you and your space. On the second night, I want you to anchor the air. So the focus is diffusing one calming element. So I want you to choose just one single essential oil, whether it be lavender, bergamot, or cedarwood, and I want you to run a diffuser for 15 to 20 minutes before bed. And then I want you to shut it off, because your goal is not to fill the room, but to signal to the body that it is time to rest. On night 3, I want you to add body to ritual. So the focus is about bringing scent to the skin. So you can use a small amount of balm or oil on your wrists, your chest, or your temples. I want you to breathe slowly through your nose for 3 cycles. And when your brain links this scent with exhale, you start training a reflex. Scent equals safety. On night 4, it's about softening your space. Now the focus is to shift to fabrics and layers. And I want you to first wash your linens in a fragrance-free detergent, because a lot of them are only scented with synthetic fragrance. And then I want you to add a light linen mist with your chosen oil blend. Your sheets should smell like calm, not perfume. And as you lay down, I want you to notice how scent and touch begin to merge. On night 5, I want you to expand that experience. The focus is to layer scent with sound. And next week, we're going to explore deeper into how sound impacts different stages of sleep. What you want to aim for is to play a steady, low-frequency tone or ambient nature track while diffusing a new companion scent such as Geranium or Clary sage. The brain links multisensory cues faster than single ones, so this pairing becomes your wind down signature. On night 6, I want you to personalize your blend. The focus is about creating your own scent identity. So what I want you to do is I want you to mix 2 drops, each of the scents that have helped you the most this week, one grounding, one floral, and use this blend in a diffuser or in a balm. And I want you to write down the combination and give it a name. Your sleep cue now belongs to you. And on night 7, it's about sealing the sanctuary. So the focus is on integration. Tonight, you're going to use all your layers together, clean air, your chosen scent, soft linens, a calming soundtrack, slow breathing. I want you to dim the lights, inhale deeply, and let memory take over. By now, your brain recognizes this full environment as a safety code for sleep. And as a bonus, if you want, I want you to end the challenge by writing a one-line affirmation, such as, through my senses, I find calm, I'm grounded, centered, and ready to drift into deep sleep. Keep your blend and ritual as your nightly cue moving forward. And by the end of the week, your brain will begin to associate that scent with sleep, a sensory shortcut to calm. Our senses shape how we move through the world, but at night, they shape how we release it. Smell is your body's quiet messenger, guiding you towards rest through memory and emotion. When you breathe in with intention, you're telling your brain, it's safe to sleep now. As you know, this series is about aligning your environment with your biology, one sense at a time. And so far, we've covered temperature, touch, and now scent. Next week, we go deeper with sound, how what you hear can guide your body into the deepest stages of sleep. And as always, if you're looking for tools to support your Sleep by the Senses journey, you can visit us at thedoze.co and at startwithsleep.com. And if this episode helped you pause and breathe a little deeper, please do me a favor and share it with someone who could use the same reminder. Until next week, sleep well.